So I've just logged on to Hypixel, and earlier today I saw a video that they actually finally added something new to Bedwars, and this is really distracting. I need to leave. So if you press on here, you can actually see this icon, and it says practice. And before, I think there was just like one icon here and then that icon there. But if you press over on here, you can see that there's a MLG practice, and then there's a bridging practice. I haven't actually really looked too much about these. I've just seen them, and I know that they're there, and I'm assuming there's going to be one for every single NPC. And I like how they've made it the wool color different on most of them. I don't know why. Is it just random? Oh, it's random. That's cool. So I'm going to start with the bridging one. And so it starts out just like this on Air Show, and I guess you're always on Aqua Team, because from what I saw, they were on Aqua Team. And I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You just bridge, and it will time you. There's a timer right there on the hotbar. I completely messed that up. So, wow, 12 seconds, new personal best, whatever. And then, so if you look over here, there's a bed where you can return back to the lobby, and a settings. So if you right click on this, you can make it diagonal instead. So it'll move the island over there, so I have to go like this. And diagonally bridge. Though some people like to believe it is. And then you can also change it. I'm going to put it back on straight. You can also change the height. So now it's a slight elevation, so you have to bridge up just a bit. Oh, I messed it up, whatever. And then you can actually do staircase, where you just have to one stack. Hopefully I don't fail this. I usually don't fail one stacks, because they're pretty easy. Oh gosh, I messed up my timing. And then you can also change the distance. So right now it's on 30 blocks away. You can change it to 50 blocks. You can change it to 100 blocks, and then it can also be infinite, so you can just keep bridging forever. And so that's it for the bridging practice. And you can combine them together, so I can go diagonal, slight incline, and make it 100 blocks away. So you can completely customize where the island is. So the second part, this is the second part, MLG. I guess you just start out with the water bucket, and you just have to drop down on the platform and MLG. And I mean, it just resets you back to the top. You don't even get to recollect your water, just instantly. And so I won't die from this fall, but okay, yeah, it just makes you die. And then in the settings here, you can change it to a ladder instead. And I think they should add a block, because it's just really awkward trying to ladder clutch on the side. Okay, I finally managed to do it. And so now you can also switch the island size, which I already mentioned, so you can actually make it just one block. Right now it's not a big deal, but you can change how far away it is, so now it's much, much further away. And the most you can make it is this far away, so yeah, that's pretty far, but I mean, for water bucketing, it doesn't actually change that much, and I say that, but then I just completely failed. And you can change the position, so you can actually just make it in a random spot every time. So that would make it a lot harder, especially if the platform is small, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Oh wow, I actually completely messed that up. Wow, I completely messed it up again. I'm pretty sure those are all the settings. I'm not sure you can really change much more. Oh, and I can actually make it so that the item shuffles after I jump. Wow, that actually is... I don't even know if I can do this. Hold on, let me just switch the random platform off. I don't have a hotkey to that. Like, that's the one slot I can't hotkey to. And yeah, so I managed to do it. That's actually pretty hard. Though I'm hoping that this isn't all that they're gonna add, because there is a lot more potential for different practices they could add, as you can see on the Bedwars practice server. So I feel like they could add most of the things here. They'll probably add 1v1s. But the big things that I think they should add is blocking in, because I mean, that shouldn't be too difficult to add in. And it's just, and it just makes sense to have, because it's a skill that's pretty important. But there are also quite a few other things that I think they could add, but they might not. For example, they have knockback traverse, so it'll try and hit you off and you have to clutch. And there are a lot of things that are on this server that I think Hypixel could probably add. Because right now, I think a lot of people are still just going to use this server to practice and get warmed up and stuff. But if Hypixel adds more of the things that this server has, more players might come from there to Hypixel to warm up. But I'm hoping that they'll add a couple new things, not just what they've added here. And as far as I know, I don't think there's a forums post for this. I think they just did it and didn't really say anything about it. But this is the closest thing we've had to a Bedwars update in a very long time. That doesn't just add new maps. I don't even remember. I think it's when they added the sponges, though I don't remember when they did that.